Okay, this is my like 4th attempt at this video. So one thing I realized actually as I made this was that we probably want to use our pencil, and this isn't sharpened, but pretend it is, and go around the tape. I've already taken my tape off, but anything below the horizon line, go ahead and outline underneath and along the sides, just till you hit that horizon line. So go ahead and outline that with tape, where the tape is, and then peel your tape off. Okay, next step. Take your eraser and erase out any horizon line that is in your trees. All right, now we're ready to paint. So we want to make another neutral. Remember, we can make a neutral by mixing across the color wheel, purple and yellow. It's going to make a grayish neutral, blue and orange, red and green. And sometimes it's just about getting to know your paints and the paints that you use when you paint to know which is the best way to make a brown or a gray. So we're just kind of practicing that today, but I want you to practice actually in a palette separately so we're not making a big mess. So in this case, I used purple and yellow to make this grayish color, but whatever colors you want to. Now, let's say you're having a really hard time getting a neutral because, you know, there's 2 different reds, there's 2 different greens, there's 2 different blues. If you want to use black or you want to use brown, you can. But it's good practice to make that neutral for when you're in high school. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this neutral and I'm going to move it off to the side, and I'm going to put water in there. So neutral and water. I want a very thin, very, very thin color right now. So I am going to make, and that's why I had to start over because I forgot to do this on this one. I'm going to make a darker side to the tree. I'm going to outline, and this is the same direction my shadow's going. So my shadow's going to the right side here. I'm going to do it on the right side of my tree. I'm just going to make a line. I can come back in here and kind of like blend it out a little bit if I want. Take a clean brush and come back again and pick some of that up so it's not as obviously in there. So we're just trying to make like a shadow here. Lots of water. Basically, that one got a little fatter than I wanted it to. So try again with even more waterier paint, if that's a thing. I gotta decide, this tree's on top, so I gotta keep that in mind there too. All right, next one. All right, so go ahead and try that. All right, so I've gone ahead and done that all of mine, making sure I come all the way down to that shadow. And now I'm going to use that same neutral to start to make these curves. Notice they're not flat, they're curved, and all the same curve angle, if that's a thing. From the edge, I'm just coming over and making some curves. I'm picking my brush up so that if it's thicker over here and gets skinnier. So you can go ahead and make those birch tree lines now in your painting. And then the last thing that we're going to do is to add snow. And then your painting is done.